Thursday. What is today? May the 4th be with you. Awesome. So, that goes in there. So, use that as an anchor point with a shiv on it so I can change my angle of dangle. Drag it in here with that little winch that appears to be quite helpless, but it suits the bill just perfectly. Yeah, so I'm going to set you up, put you on time lapse, I'll get you dragged in here, and the adventure will continue. See you in a bit. Well, that didn't take long. Of course, I put a little trickle on the battery to keep it charged as I'm going. Winds up the winch, mounts to the hoist, not bad. So the car is in. Between accessing all the pile of parts and getting the car in, dealing with the hoist, and all the other associated stuff I've done today, I think I'm going to give me a rest and start bright and early tomorrow morning. I got some yard work to do, so I might want to start on that today. But I guess you're going to witness the install of a big block Chevy tomorrow. I hope I don't disappoint you guys. Apparently the fellow that builds this loves doing them, so that's probably a good thing. We'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. It is in fact Friday. So, I guess what I'm going to do is, it's a little chilly in here this morning. That battery's fully charged now. I'll have to swap it for another one. Fire up the old pellet stove, take the chill off, and try and figure out where all this stuff goes. I got a pretty good idea. Oh, those are starter bolts. Okay. No, they aren't. Oh, those are motor mount bolts. Okay. Yeah, I basically need to reverse the procedure from when I took this thing apart. I believe there's a couple of header gaskets in here. Manifold gaskets, but they will suit, I think. I'll have to see what ports are on that. Yeah, okay, those gaskets will work. Starter bolts and shims are in the box. I hope the carburetor's not too gooey. It looks like he may have cleaned it. Awesome. So yes, I will get on with this. Get the hood open. I'm actually going to let the pellet stove kick in first and start to take the chill off. And I guess then I'll move the charger to the battery, which is in the trunk. Get it charged up. Roll the car ahead a little bit more. I got to take the winch off and stuff. And I honestly don't recall if I pulled the hood. I don't think I did. So I'll have to take a couple of quick measurements and see if I have enough room to sneak her in. The interior of this car is pretty nice too. that the hood release? It must have been. Didn't want to pop it, so I don't know what I'm going to do here. Hello? Okay, well, I'm going to go have a coffee. I'll set this up in slow-mo and let you witness what's going on today. Back in a bit. Oops, we had a little fall. It just sneaks in there. If my hook attachment there would have been an inch shorter, I'd have been laughing. But we're clear here now. The hood is just rubbing. This shop crane is a royal pain in the butt. I figured I'd put swivels on the front end. Yeah, I'll be cutting those off and putting them back to the originals. Yeah, so we just gotta scooch her over a little bit and start setting it down and see if I can level it without having a major issue. And I'm gonna find some fender covers. I know I've got some. I don't really want to be leaning on this. Okay, I'll see if I can put you back on time lapse. Oh, let's go right here. Okay, right about there. You'll be able to witness it. Well, to get it set in the hole wasn't even an hour, so I'm quite pleased with that. No casualties. Fingers are all still here. I'm not mad yet. What more can I ask for? So, I guess next is to slip the headers in before I do anything stupid, starter and headers, and then I will move on to getting all the peripherals done. If I don't put the headers in now and I need to jack the engine up and the bolts are just in the holes, it's not a big deal. If I recall, no, that one's tight. I thought they came right out, but no big deal. Then I gotta check positioning of the distributor, make sure it's good, and clean up transmission cooler leak, rat in, fan, you know, all that other stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna take a short intermission and then I'll bring you guys right back. Well, it was time for a battery change. A little bit of a mess. I gotta clean that up yet. I'll track around in it first, so I got footprints everywhere. So, yeah, first snag of the day. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Let's add some light. There. The starter is snagging the oil pan, so I gotta lower it and see if I can wiggle it into place. I hope it doesn't affect the way it works. Yeah, so that's always fun. It should be fine once I get the starter loosened and dropped down some. I'll be able to figure it out. But yeah, starter on, then inspection cover, and then see if I can drop the headers in. Probably not. Then I'll have to take starter out and do it over, but practice makes perfect. Okay, well, I used blue Loctite on the ring gear, the torque converter bolts, so that should be good. I'm just gonna keep plunking away. Morning. Saturday. I failed. I can just hear you guys screaming, why didn't you put the headers in first? 'Cause I'm an idiot. I should have known better than to think I could get a header through that massive hole. With the engine all jacked up and everything, it would not go. So, this side I managed, strangely enough. It's just laying there, one bolt holding it in place until I can get the bottom pipe bolted up. Starter's in the way, so thinking I'm going to be ahead of the game by bolting in the starter, and now I got to pull it out. So that's next. I'm going to yank that out and get that header in, and then I can continue on with this. Hoping to have it running today. See you in a bit. Well, folks, I'm winning. I got no light, as usual. Starter's mounted. Headers are in the hole. I got to get up there and get bolts in. I gotta get the dipstick tube in. Next is fight with the nut on the right motor mount. Yeah, it's coming along. Slowly but surely. I hope to have it running today. I don't know. Weird ground cable, I tell you. I don't know. Maybe I'll put a lug on that. Change it. I'm gonna fix that, I think. I don't like it. But otherwise, still plugging away. Well, this is interesting. Wondering why I can't get the header to line up on the head. And see the paint chipped off the head bolt? And this one, the header is contacting the ARP head bolts. So, now what? I guess I have to grind a little bit off the bottom of this header. That's going to be interesting. Well, okay, I got to go unbolt it. Maybe I can pull this up enough I can get it away from the engine. I'll fill it full of filings. Yet the other side goes up, I think it goes up okay. Some days, I guess I should have test fit them. I don't know. They were on this engine. That's what threw me off. Anyway, the trials and tribulations of hot rodding, I guess. I wish it was just mine. Well, it's later Saturday. Managed to wiggle one header over and grind the bottom of the flange off. This one there was no way. So I had to go through the process of yanking it out. It came out without a terrible fight now that I figured that out. And as you can see, I got it all bolted in. But rather than push my frustration levels and anxiety, because there's more things I got to change, the builder moved some fittings around. The fitting for the temperature gauge is on the other side of the head, so I got to move some stuff. I don't like where this wire runs from the starter up to the alternator, so I've got to revisit it. There's a ball of wiring that's really close. I don't know if you can see in there. Really close to the header. I'm not happy with it. So I'm going to think about it. I've got some cable ends here and some heavy cable. I think what I'll do is try and figure out where that other wire goes. Probably through the firewall. I got to look into that, see if I can sort it out a little bit. So I'm going to end this video here, and I'm going to post it up and then have another one for the assembly of the front of the engine and the balance of the work and first start on the next video. I've got too many clips and it's going to be an editing nightmare for me because I'm not good at it. Yeah, so that being said, I'd like to thank you both for watching and tuning in again for the balance of the Chevelle video. Have a great day.